Hello and thank you for joining us for another episode of City Council Roundup. I'm your host, Josh Lee.
And I'm your co-host, Kathleen Pade.
In this episode of City Council Roundup, and because it's a short week due to the Thanksgiving holiday, we're only going to cover one topic from the meeting that occurred online on Monday, November 23rd, the FY21 Budget Amendment number 1. The city's fiscal year ended September 30th, 2020, and at that time there were contracts, purchases, and other items that were approved and budgeted in FY20, but the actual expenditure would be incurred in FY21. The carryover for those expenditures are being requested in the budget for those items to be reestablished in the new fiscal year. In addition to the FY20 carryover requests, this budget amendment contains an expense allocation for $1.6 million in anticipated revenue from the Tax Increment Reinvestment Zone, or TIRZ, which is a reimbursement for the city's funding of previous TIRZ-related infrastructure projects. These funds will be dedicated to the Motor Pool Fund. Amending the budget for projects and expenditures still in progress from last year will ensure funding is available to complete these projects, as well as assist us in projecting correct revenues and expenditures for FY21. An important note, the city's general fund budget remains balanced with operating revenues and expenditures. Plus, there is a contribution of additional money to our rainy day reserve for the general fund. At the city, we were responsible for over 50 different budgeted funds and a total budget of about $595 million. Our budget and annual comprehensive financial report are recognized by national organizations for their completeness and clarity. And now it's time for Pearland Pup Dates. Meet DELILAH. She's a year-old pit bull mix that's been at the shelter for about just over a week. She is very sweet, and as you can see, makes a great lap dog, and she's very warm for these upcoming cold winter months. So head down to the shelter today and check her out.
And say hello to Venus. Venus has been at the shelter for a couple of weeks now, and she's about a month old. Just like her friend DELILAH, she's very docile, very shy, very soft, and very fuzzy. Yeah? Okay.
And that's all we wanted to cover today. Thanks for joining us.
As always, we hope that this series makes the information easy to understand and useful for those interested in your Pearland city government.
You can find links to more detailed information by visiting pearlandtx.gov, or you can visit the links below. Leave a comment if you have any questions or suggestions.
Click here to watch the last City Council Roundup.
And here to subscribe to the channel.